Welcome to Questward, a Warhammer Age of Sigmar Soulbound actual play podcast. If you are joining us for the first time, I would highly recommend you jump back to our Soulbound setup episode. As well, if you haven't listened to last week's episode titled Dark Waters, I would highly recommend you give that a listen first, as this is going to pick up right after that episode ends. And remember, beware the water.
So Frostblade, unfortunately, in his fear, almost certainly bursts into the shed. He takes several deep, almost ragged breaths, and he says, "There's a monster down at the dock. It saw me. It's on its way here. Get ready to fight."
Bort is gonna look over at the baby. The baby! Give him the baby!
No! We can't give him the baby!
And Frostblade's immediate response is to say, "What?" But then you see almost a little bit of thoughtfulness on his face.
Maris looks at Frostblade. No!
And then he like almost snaps to, and he just nods like once curtly, and he's grabbing his shield, and he's unsheathing, also known as drawing his sword, and he turns to face the unknown of the fog.
As you are preparing for this, you hear panicked shouting coming throughout the village, and you hear the clattering of weapons coming from the manor house down towards you. You can see there are several torches lit, and people are rushing down.
Frostblade's going to quickly sheath his sword, and at the very least, to look a little bit less threatening to them, he's just going to hold up one hand. Oh god, I'm going to look just like the monster, guys.
Oh my god.
Maris is going to hold up her hand because she looks less like a monster and has a baby.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, okay. Frostblade steps back.
You see, coming down the hill towards you, you see several tall humans. One kind of standing like in the middle of them is basically wearing almost like this, fur-lined frock robe. An older man, and he's got like this, wispy kind of beard. He kind of looks like, what's that guy's name? Hang on.
Gandalf? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Dave couldn't remember Gandalf. Yeah, good call.
It's Gandalf?
Oh, I heard of him.
I was going to say Bernard Hill is who I cast this as in my mind.
Oh, I'm definitely not Googling that guy right now.
Yeah.
Isn't that
I'm kind of
Theoden?
picturing, it is like Theoden, yeah, he's kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
But he's got like this bald head with like wisps of hair kind of coming down the side and this kind of long, ragged beard. And he stops as soon as he sees you and then looks, Maris, you're holding up the baby?
Well, no, I'm holding the baby and I'm holding up a hand like wavy.
Lion King style.
Yeah. He stops, and you just see, like, this pale expression kind of cross his face, like, "What have you done?"
Saved a baby?
Ah, God.
What? He puts up a hand to his forehead, and he looks at the others, like, "What do we do? What do we do?"
Frostblade's gonna yell over the... Is it still a storm, or is it just like this calm mist now?
The mist has rolled in, but yeah, you have this like this heavy rain like pouring down, like forming puddles along the ground and splashing against the rock.
Okay, he'll call out over the storm and say, "The creature is here. We have to fight it."
No, put it back. Put it back.
No.
Bort's gonna nudge Maris and say, "Give him the baby. It's not ours."
No! And Maris is just like brings the baby to the chest. Where is this baby's parents?
Oh my god, we are baby stealers. Oh my god.
When you say that, this older man kind of like, he's staring at you, and his eyes kind of flick over to another man standing with him who looks particularly sullen. He's fairly gaunt with waders and boots, and he's holding like this cleaver, and he thinks about saying something, but is ultimately quiet. And then the older man steps forward. "We can't. No, put him back, or we're all going to die."
We can fight it.
Put him back.
Oh shit.
It's not an it, it's a they.
Oh, that's a bit of a bummer, to be honest with you. Frostglade lets that sink in, and then steels himself and says, just, no. Get your weapons. We'll fight.
Oh my god. Give it back.
Maris
Put it back,
is
Maris.
Maris is no. Maris is gonna look at the the guy that looks a little gaunt with a cleaver that the old man glanced to, and she's guessing like this has to be like baby's dad, and she's just gonna look at him and go, "Do you want your child to die, or do you want your child to live?"
I think if you want to roll some social checks, this is the time to do it.
Can I help just by being like resolute and like nodding and after Maris is done speaking, just saying, you know, with us we have a chance to fight them. We can.
Okay.
I get an advantage on an opposed check. That's all for like the diplomacy bit.
Nice. Okay.
Cool. So
Okay.
Guile.
So roll it and roll it on 4s and tell me how many successes you get. You're going to get an extra help from Frosty.
Whoop whoop.
So that's one extra die, right? Or no?
Yeah, unless he's trained in it, and then you get 2.
That's a solid no.
Okay. And on 4s?
On 4s, yeah. This is an opposed test.
I got 2. A 4 and a
Okay.
5.
Yeah, so there's... Okay. So as you're speaking to the presumed father, you see his kind of like his heart seems to sink, and he just kind of like listens to you carefully, and he looks over and he says, "Yurik, they look strong. They might be able to help." And then like the older man says, "No, you can't fight this. No, if we go against them right now, we're going against the tide. We can't just. No, you don't understand what you're getting into."
Maris just like stares at that old man and just looks him right in the eye and goes, "We can fight." And then like she's gonna just turn around and go put the baby back in the shed and get ready for a fight. She doesn't trust the baby with the humans.
Oh, no
Okay.
kidding.
Yeah.
Or how about Bort? Anywho. Frostblade's going to use this moment to apply his iron bark oil.
Okay.
He does that.
Okay, awesome. Whew. Okay, so at this point, as you see this, as the older man sees that you're, getting into kind of prepare for combat here, he looks to, a few of the people with him, and he turns and says, like, if you want to stay and die, He doesn't even finish his sentence. They basically take off running up back towards the manor house. A few of the people do stay with you, including the father that you had appealed to before. It's going to be combat.
Here we fucking go!
All right.
Thanks, Bort. Bort's just like, fine.
All right, I want Bort, Maris, and Frostblade, go ahead and put yourselves on the battle map here. So you were standing on either the town plaza section or the shed yard section. So I will be posting up the map to the episode notes section of the podcast. And I realized you guys don't have permission to move your things because I can hear you all furiously clicking.
Yeah. My follow-up question would be, how do I move my token?
It's just so funny because I heard everybody like clicking like mad.
Looking panicked, like.
Yeah. No, not like this. Well, I guess you guys are in the ocean.
And we all drown.
Ah,
There you go. You should all have permissions now.
got it.
Great.
Hey. So
No, you guys are in either in one of those two. Yeah.
Why is Bort like sidling away from the rest of us?
See you guys later.
You walk into the ocean. Oh yeah, I also need like a generic. So for the dad that came with
More
you.
like 20 generic helpful characters that can be thrown into combat. Thanks to
Under
our
the
stirring
metaphorical
speeches.
bus.
Indeed.
I mean, what would that not sate the? Just let one of them die, and that should sate the monster, right?
Yeah, pick an
Right.
old.
Pick an old.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be combat. What is everyone's initiative?
5.
4.
6.
Wow.
Oh,
I always
nice.
forget how fast
4,
Bort
5,
is.
6.
I think we all do.
Yeah. Okay. Now, we've never really dealt with this from an enemy side before. We got to figure out how to break ties. 1 second. Okay, if a player and an enemy have the same initiative, the player character acts first. Cool.
Nice.
All right,
Oh,
so
sweet.
the order is going to be Bort, Frostblade, Maris, and then these creatures from the mist will go last.
Secret friends. New friends.
Yeah.
New friends. And then the one person you've convinced to join you will be going last.
Oh,
And then there's-
what's his name?
Baby daddy. No, don't
Baby
actually.
daddy.
Oh, you beat me to it.
No, I regret it. Gotta be quicker,
Oh,
Isaac.
BD.
Old BD.
He introduces himself briefly as Tychus as you all stand there making daddy jokes. So I'll describe a little bit about the environment you're all in, just to kind of recap. So you're standing in a cluster of buildings on the east side of the island. You're basically congregating around a old fishing shed where you had just stowed the child that you took from the docks. Immediately around the shed is going to be one zone. Next to you, where you were talking to, the people that came from the manor house, is the town plaza. That'll be another zone. And then we kind of have a lot of different zones around that. Looking south, there's kind of this rocky shale area, where there's kind of these boulders and stuff kind of coming up out of the ground. And then right south of you is, there's two houses. And then there's leading away from the town itself is a pathway leading down to another zone, which is the docks. So, we'll kind of describe those as they become relevant. The map's also going to be in the show notes if anyone wants to grab those for reference while we're playing. Okay, so the order is going to be Bort, Frostblade, Maris, Things in the Mist, and then Tychus. Now, I'll just also describe what is happening. So as the older gentleman who came down from the hill, basically telling you to give away the child, he and his, other followers ran back into the manor house. You see them close the door behind them, basically, and bar doors. For a moment, you notice actually the wind dies down. And, there's still this mist everywhere. Anything beyond like 2 zones is going to be difficult to shoot at. So you can shoot into your own zone and neighboring zones. Anything beyond that is going to be covered in a thick mist. So you'll have disadvantage on those attacks.
Okay.
Okay. Frostblade, I know it's not my turn, but he is just going to say, I'll go to the plaza and shoot arrows from there.
Yeah, right now you don't see anything, but if you all want to make an awareness mind check on 5s, I might be able to give you some more information.
5s? David, what the heck? Are we still frightened?
You are.
Lame.
So we just roll one less?
So, you do. Oh, so actually, sorry. While the source of your fear is in line of sight, so now that you kind of are a little bit more aware of what's going on, you're not afraid of the water like before, you're afraid of these creatures. So only while they're in your line of sight, you're going to roll 1 less dice.
So are they in our line of sight right now?
They're not right now. You don't see any.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
At that rate, I've got 2 successes.
Well,
0. 0.
yay us! Yay us!
Yeah.
It's very misty.
It's so dark out.
So Frostblade, you can hear sounds coming from the docks. You almost hear kind of almost like this guttural kind of like rippling, growls that are kind of coming from the water and up along the dock, kind of along that cliff face, but you can't see anything or hear anything else yet.
They're coming from the docks. I hear them.
Who's they?
The enemy. More babies.
Okay, you have a moment. Bort, you're up first. What do you do?
I can't see them?
You can't see them.
Oh god. That let's see. I was gonna charge, but if I can't see them, I don't think I can charge them.
I charged the shed.
I can charge.
You can always delay.
Charge into the
or
darkness.
ready.
Yeah.
You can move. So you have your
that
move,
too.
your action, and your metal to spend. So there's a few different things you could do. You could defend. You could do a reaction. You could dodge. You could obviously use your move to go to a different zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and move forward Because
Sure.
Frostglade is clearly talking about some unseen and unknown to me enemy right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to take a few cautious steps forward into, I guess, the town plaza area,
Okay.
a space that's more open.
Sounds good. Just a reminder, while you are frightened, you also can't willingly move towards the closer of your source of fear.
Okay. But I don't. If I can't see the source of fear, how do I know? Is it just like I intuitively?
Yeah, you're only frightened while you see it.
So you can move into the town plaza because
Yeah.
you can't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to get close at some point. So, let's just. Yeah. So I'm gonna move forward into the town plaza cautiously,
Okay.
like tightening my grip on my ethermite hammer.
Cool. Yeah. Go ahead and move your token.
Okay. So I guess, like there. Is that second
Yep.
spot? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, zone placement is, fairly abstract. So, like, if someone is, for example, I'm just going to use Maris as an example. If someone is over here, they can attack this person, for example, without issue. Yeah. You can use a free action to basically reposition in your zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
This space.
So that's your movement. What are you doing for your actions?
I still, at this point, I still can't see them.
Correct.
Ooh, I can take a hide action. Is there any place that I can hide in this town plaza area, like behind like a shed or like some trees or something?
Yeah, the plaza itself is actually pretty open, but there is a tree kind of in the southeast corner. You could kind of tuck behind that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
Okay.
hide, I think.
I don't think anyone's done a hide before. Okay, do a body stealth test. Let's do 4 2s.
Okay. I'm not very stealthy. But I am scared. 4 2s? I got 2 successes.
Okay, nice. So describe how you deftly hide behind this tree.
I see a large stocky tree, and I look down at my own stocky body, and I sidestep over and try to align myself parallel with this large tree.
Okay, great.
Master of stealth over here.
The darkness, I'm sure, helps.
Yeah, I'm sure. And do you have any? And next is Frostglade. What do you do?
Cool. Frostglade turns to Maris and says, Maris, should someone watch the shed and the baby?
Pickles is on it. And Maris is gonna direct Pickles to watch over the baby and come get them in case something happens.
Okay, that actually works. Definitely. So Frostglade holds up a finger for a second and then just nods. And then he leaps into action, Dave. He's also going to move into the plaza. As he's doing so, he's actually going to stow his shield and instead grab a handful of his arrows, and he's going to jam them into the ground next to him. Then he's going to post up there, knock, and can I look out into the towards the docks? I'm hoping to catch sight of some movement, and if I do, I'm definitely going to start shooting.
Go ahead and do a mind awareness. It'll be awareness mind. I should be consistent, I suppose. It's going to be a 6-1 from this angle and that distance.
Woo. Okay, I got 2 1s and 2 6s, so two
Hey, there you go.
6s.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take it.
So one thing that you notice that's actually quite remarkable is it's almost like you're in the eye of a storm right now. And what has happened is the mist is here, and the swirling of this rain and wind and crashing waves, you can kind of tell it's far away from you. It's oddly still and calm and quiet. And as you kind of regard this in your head, you hear these kind of almost like wet steps kind of clambering up over rocks. But you also kind of hear almost like this weird rippling sound moving through the air.
Yikes. Wish I could change the weather, even just for dramatic effect. That's pretty rad. So with my 2 successes, though, I don't see any targets, do I?
You don't. Yeah.
That's a bummer. Okay, at that rate, what I'm going to do is ready in action to... actually, so I haven't used an action, and I haven't used my metal. So can I, I want to ready until I see targets, and then I want to Hail of Doom that area, literally not caring if there's one target or multiples. I just want to fill that area with arrows.
Sure. So you're going to be doing a reaction as soon as you see something. Yeah, so as soon as you see an enemy, you're going to do your Hail of Doom. Makes sense. Your metal, you can't use your metal later to do an action because your reaction is going to go off. You're not doing a delay, but you can still spend your metal, in the way of like bumping up dice or as a reaction or anything like that.
Beauty. Okay, yeah. I would love to. Is there like a take aim action or something like that with metal, or can I offense or defense? Either way would be good in IMO.
Yeah. You could do either like a defend, which is like you're going to defend an area, which means that enemies are going to defend you or hit you rather than an ally, like defending a zone or an ally. Or you can dodge, which is going to be you're going to increase your defense by 1 step, and you're going to get a bit bonus body reflex tests.
Okay, yep. So Frostblades runs over there, jams these arrows into the ground, gets ready and peers off into the darkness and the mist, fully prepared to dodge should anything come flying his way.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right, and Maris, what are you going to do?
I am going to cast, and let's hope this works. I'm going to cast Unnatural Darkness.
Ooh, okay.
So, Unnatural Darkness, you shroud yourself and your allies in magical darkness. The magical darkness lasts 1 minute plus, centered around you, but 1 minute plus whatever additional successes, so 1 extra minute per success.
Wow.
Unnatural Darkness, it's going to be on myself and my allies, but it's per zone. So I'm going to see if I get a success, I'm going to move it, and then after that I'm going to move into the zone with everyone else. And it is a DN of 5/3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're going to be doing a channeling mind test.
Not easy. Cool.
And then focus was you can up one of the dice by 1, right? Depending upon how many focus. Cool.
Yeah.
Here we go. And I got 3 successes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. So it's going to last
4 minutes.
Yeah, so it's just 1 minute, unless you got more than 3
that's
fives.
right. Yeah,
Each
so it's just
addition will
1
be
minute.
on the threshold. Yeah. Cool.
Cool. So
Hey, a minute lasts a long time in combat.
that's very true. So anyone that happens to be looking at Maris, she just suddenly is in a shroud of darkness that just seems to. It's unnatural, it just it seeps in the light. And then my next action, she's gonna move into the zone with Frostglade and Bort, and they too are surrounded by this unnatural darkness and any other allies nearby. So what does this do?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it does. Your defense goes up 1 step. And then you have advantages on tests to remain unseen. So, Bort, no one's gonna fucking see you.
Become the tree.
You're literally the tree. But if you leave the zone, you're gonna be visible.
Okay. That's rad. Magic, guys.
Wow.
I didn't fuck it up and
That's
die.
Oh.
Yeah, how do Frostblade and Bort feel about this?
So Frostblade's unnerved for sure. He's not paying attention to Maris while she's casting, just assuming she's getting her stuff together. Plus, he's very distracted as magical energy rolls over him rolls over her and then him. He's literally can't stop himself from being like, Maris, what is this? What have you done?
It's going to protect us.
Oh.
Yeah, Bort looks around nervously, but has faith in what fellow party members say. So
Also,
For once.
where is Bort?
he has faith, I guess, if it's to his advantage.
Sorry, totally forgot to give you all a heads up.
Yes, it's fine. We'll get through it. Hopefully. What happens now?
Okay, so after a few moments, as this happens, you hear kind of this weird braying sound, and actually rising up, coming through the mist, you almost see this pillar of scaly flesh coming at you.
Oh my God.
It's got this. What? You realize it looks like this giant eel. And it's flying through the wind. You see it has this deep oxidized copper faceplate covering its eyes, and it comes sailing up the pathway from the docks with tremendous speed. You see it breach through the fog. Go ahead and roll your Hail of Doom.
We've been here
Oh,
before, Bort.
Yeah, I roasted that guy last time.
You guys have Well, I don't know what's happening. Frostblade freaks out and starts shooting arrows. You guys hear him just make a sound deep in his throat, like, and then he starts shooting.
Is he throwing up while he's shooting? It's just throwing up sap.
I haven't done this for a very long time, Dave.
Sure.
Man,
Hail of
do you
Doom
remember?
always... I don't remember Hail of Doom. It's always one of those things that comes up. Let me check it out.
Here we go. So choose a zone within your weapon's range. My range is long, so I choose the zone with the monster in it. Mm-hmm. Who are the real monsters here? Right, guys?
Well, I mean, you guys did steal a baby.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
I need to make a DN 4-1 body ballistic check. So I did that, and I have, based on that, 4 successes.
Okay.
Each enemy in that zone must make an opposed DN 4-1 body reflexes test, and on a failure, the target suffers the damage equal to the difference in successes. So...
Okay.
Oh, interesting. So I've actually got 5 damage total, 5 successes, thanks to the bow dealing plus successes, or plus 1 plus success. Yeah, okay.
So it makes 2 successes?
So 3 damage.
Okay, nice.
On it, and it's not everything in the zone, though. That's a little bit too broad. I think it's to everything within... Oh, no, I'm a liar. Each enemy in that zone. Fuck that. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so the thing about this one, it went first and entered the zone and procced your action, so you're not hitting anything else. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you rip some shreds into this thing. You just like firing off these bolts. I think, given kind of its nature, it's like heading right towards you. You see kind of like rippling through the open air, and yeah, you just like send one bolt that basically comes like shearing along its side and like it splays open and lets out some blood.
Cool.
So it moved one zone. It is going to use its action to basically move into this zone here as well. But that's all it can do.
Cool.
It runs up to you. Okay.
Okay, so just how big is it, Dave? Sorry.
Oh, geez, like 12 feet long. It's got like these, this brilliant like orange fin like running down the length of its back. And its head is like bigger than yours. It's got like these giant like fangs that are just like kind of like gnawing out forwards.
Neat.
Too bad Bort doesn't have, was it the eye laser or hand lasers?
Yeah, the God's Eye.
Yeah, because then, we could have had some more unagi like last time.
Yeah, we did have a little eel roast.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what else happens here. You all see, kind of hear this like slithering sound again as you see one of these other eels kind of move around to this side over here.
God damn it.
You see it's completely uninhibited by the sharp rocks in this area. And then, after these charge forward, you see a trio of these creatures kind of walk up from the shoreline. You see them almost like dragging their feet as they come up. They regard all 3 of you quietly. They stare at you with blank expressions with voided eyes. They have these 2 sets of giant claws. You see them all kind of move up in unison, and they basically wait for a moment, and then they snap into action. They do not see Bort hiding behind the tree. They're going to move again, and one is charging you, Frostglade. You see
That's fair.
It's kind of off balance as it runs up out of the mist, and it slices up with these giant dagger-like claws. What's your defense?
It is good.
Good.
Reminder, you go up 1 step on your
great.
defense.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Okay.
Thud.
He's charging, so he's getting an extra dice, but not... but will be down in 1. Okay, so Frostglade, you see this creature come sprinting out of the mist at you, and it slashes you with these claws, dealing 5 damage.
Okay, yeah, my armor absorbs the brunt of it, but that's pretty significant.
So that's its whole turn. I'm going to do a roll here. Okay. You hear the baby has started crying.
God damn it.
Everyone's passive perception is 2.
Yarp.
What about having Pickles there? How does that help?
We'll cut to Pickles' perspective. Pickles is watching over the child, and he looks up with his little beady, story eyes to see one of these creatures step between the 2 buildings and watch the shed with interest.
Oh, God.
No!
Dave, Are we still frightened right now from these specific creatures?
Correct.
Oh, okay. I did roll.
You're afraid of the humanoids. You're not afraid of the eels.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Next, one of these creatures is going to sprint at you, Maris. You see it coming out of the mist. And what's your defense?
I think it's... Let me just double check here. It is good.
Good. Okay. All right, so they're 4 damage.
And then 1, because my armor, so 3. Oof.
Okay, and finally, this last one comes running up as well. Who would they go after? I think probably still the one that attacked them. So yeah, Frostblade, another one, sprints at you.
10-4.
And that is another 5.
Ouch. Okay, adding up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Frostblade, he's obviously cut, but he just grunts, staggers a little bit, but looks resolute still.
Okay, sounds good. And then this guy at the back, he's going to do a quick check. Nope. Okay. You see him see all these creatures come out of the mist. He shakes, drops his cleaver, and goes sprinting up towards the manor house.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You see him actually start to bang on the door, trying to get in, but the door does not open.
Coward!
And we roll back around to the start of the next turn. Hello, Questers. It's your DM Dave here for a rapid-fire announcement so we can get right back to the action. I wanted to just take a moment to thank our new patrons for the week. Thank you so much to our new Questward companions, Patty Kalin, Gray Jenkins, and Brandon Toes. Thank you so much. And an extra special shout-out to our new Big Boss patron, Gabriel Walton. Thank you. These people are helping to support the show. We are using this to do things like upgrade our equipment. So, for example, we got ourselves a new microphone setup that you're going to be hearing in not next episode, but the week after. And if you're interested in joining to help out, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Questward. As well, if you're interested in sharing the show with people who aren't typically into podcasts, we've actually recently started doing more to evolve our YouTube channel. So you can actually go on there now and start watching the episodes from the start of the campaign. We're working on releasing a couple videos at a time to help catch up to the current podcast episode. So hopefully that'll make it easier for people to get into the show who haven't been able to already. And we will be back again next Wednesday, March 10th, for a whole new episode. Thanks very much. And let's see what happens next. And that is Bort.
Oh, God. Of course he was going to run away. Okay, so the eel that's closest to me, I think I want to charge him.
Okay.
From out of hiding. Do I get any advantage for it being a surprise attack essentially?
Yeah, I was actually trying to find that before. I didn't see anything. If anyone's able to find it, that would be great. I didn't find it so stealth on surprise round made sense, but that's not exactly how this one played out. So yeah, if we can find something, I'd like to try and do that. I might just give you advantage because that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. There might be a specific rule for attacking out of hidden, but I could also see that being a talent. So we'll just go ahead and give you advantage, which is going to bring you're going to give it the +1 on your roll, basically.
Okay.
So it cancels out being frightened?
Different. You lose a dice for being frightened. Advantage gives you a +1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I see. And also I'm not frightened of the eel.
You're not frightened of the eel, that's right. Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be able to charge it.
I did, so I wanted to charge it. Can I charge it and then use my metal to double, training?
Yeah,
weapon training?
Totally.
I want to smash this eel so hard. I want.
Okay, yeah, go for it. So it's going to defend on an average.
It's good right now.
Good. So you're good to average, so you're on 3s. Giving you advantage brings it down to a 2. So yeah, roll your whole pool and just do it on 2s.
Okay, and I think and charging gives me an extra
D6.
die?
Yeah, but your defense is going to go down next turn.
Yes, it is. And then with my metal on top of that, that doubles my training?
Yep.
Is that correct? My weapon training?
Your weapon skill, yeah. If you have 2 in that or something, you get an extra 2. Yeah.
An extra 2. So how does that affect my dice pool?
What's your pool right now?
For my melee, it says it's 4d6.
46?
And I'm adding 1 because I'm charging.
Yeah, and what's your weapon skill?
2.
So you add another 2.
So because
your weapon skill's already in your pool, you're basically
Yes.
doubling it, which means you basically just get your
I
weapon
just
skill
add another
again.
2 okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Smash them.
Smash him. So I'm gonna pop out of hiding from behind the tree and just try to take a giant swing with my Ethermite hammer directly down on his armored head area.
Okay. Yeah.
I have 5 successes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, plus?
And my damage is 3 plus successes.
Okay, yeah, so Bort just pops out from behind this tree, like this creature basically just rushed up, and your hammer like just gets brought down upon this eel and just completely shattering it in one fell swoop. Your hammer almost completely goes through the head of the eel entirely.
Okay.
More of that, please.
Yep.
Nice advantage.
Yeah, that was good, and that was your whole turn because you used your metal.
Yes.
You could still move, because your charge doesn't count as a move or anything. You free moved to be next to this.
Is he still alive?
Oh my, no.
No. Okay. just checking.
I think the eel, since you just completely obliterated its entire head, it's like wriggling and like you can see it like flops out of the ground. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try and move closer to Frostglade.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, you move next to Frostglade, but not right next to these creatures as you're frightened. Actually, technically, could you do that?
Can
Because
I?
he's like surrounded by 2 of them. I'm not sure you can actually move towards them. Yeah.
Okay, if I can't, then I guess I'll just stay put.
Frostglade, what are you doing?
You know what, instead of drawing the blade, maybe I'll just get the shield out, and can I actually, it's an action to drink some Aqua Garanis, right?
Drawing a weapon is a free action. Yep, free action. Some things don't require an action, such as drawing a weapon, reloading most guns, opening a door, drinking elixir.
Okay. And you know, Dave, like, so it sounds like I'm doing like a few different free actions. So at some point, the DM decides when it's too many free actions. As you well know, I'm about to recite my clan history as a free action.
Oh God.
Oh, damn it! I take it back.
It's a free
I was
action,
wrong.
guys.
I was
Be here till
wrong.
morning.
Shield, and then instead of drawing the blade, actually, he's going to drink some Aqua Garanis, a few drops of that, and then I'm going to use my metal to. Can I then?
I think, yeah, go for it. Do those things as free. You switch your weapons. You pop open. You have a nice sip. You drink it down in a couple gulps. You still have lots of time. Go ahead and do your action and your metal still.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, thanks, Dave. In that case, then, draw the blade. I'm going to do some EI-style draw, slashing one of these guys, and then we'll see what I do with my metal after that.
Awesome. Yeah, so you're still going to be frightened, so you're going to be rolling 1 less dice, but they also charged you, which means that their defense is going to be reduced.
Oh, great. Okay, I attack as a good.
As a good? Okay, so they're now on poor, actually.
Beauty. More of that.
How's that minute looking for that unnatural darkness?
So every round is roughly 6 seconds, so you have plenty of time.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Nice.
roll like a madman here.
Okay.
I've got 5 successes here, Dave.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, 4 plus 1, so I've got 5 total.
Okay, it's not as good. I was disappointed. No,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
great. Yeah, you're attacking with your Nadarite
Short
weapon.
sword.
Yeah, your
Or
short sword. Yeah.
The sword. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. The one that you grabbed off the skeleton construct in the heart of a volcanic dwarven mountain.
You got that right. That was yesterday.
Yeah. It's been, what a week, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You bite into this creature. Its blood sprays out like this almost iridescent, like purple color, or like this kind of like bright blue. And it kind of gushes over you. And it lets out this like hollow like, and it kind of backs away, but still is in range of you. It looks very furious.
Okay, furious or no, then I'm going to swing again.
Okay.
Frostglade says, "Now is the season of war," and he's looking to end it. That's 2 6s, which is great, but not as good overall. That's going to be 4 total.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 total.
Yep. Okay, that'll do it. Describe it.
Fun. So Frostlight's like rapidly switching weapons, and sort of shoves the guy back with his shield as he's drinking Aqua Garanis, and then tosses aside the empty vial and draws. And it's a couple of really quick motions. Frostlight's not. He's a very economical fighter, so it's not fancy, but it's just he finally gets an opening and stabs twice in rapid succession and ends this guy.
Okay, nice. Yeah, it falls back onto the ground and gurgles. That's
You're
your
welcome.
turn. Maris.
Yeah, Maris is gonna fire some arcane bolts at the guy next to her.
Sure.
Frightened, so where am I? 46 plus 1. Okay. No. Okay. And yeah, that's 2 successes on top of the first because it's the DN of 4-1, and then I got a 4 and 2 6s. So that would be 3 damage.
Okay, cool. What does your arcane bolt look like?
Ooh, it looks like think of tiny thin zigzags of lightning, but it's all mixed together like a hairball, and it just just think of all these little bits of energy, and they're writhing around each other. Yes.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Fires 3 of those off. Pew, pew, pew.
Writhing magic hairballs. Gross.
Yes, that's actually pretty much that.
It's Pickles' hairballs.
And it's yes, it's like a pale bright blue.
Yeah, as these bolts kind of fly out, this creature is right next to you. These bolts kind of hit it across its chest, causing these scalds and burns each time as it ripples across its skin. Okay, what else are you gonna do?
I am going to.
You have a metal and a move.
A metal and a move. I am going to use my metal and do it again. So Arcane Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
And the dice love me, and I got, on top of the 1 success, I got, total of 4, so 4 damage.
Wow, nice. Okay.
Nice.
I should have been doing this all along! Did not go as well with my gun and my hammer.
Okay. And are you moving at all?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Now it's their turn. So yeah, from the shed, you would have heard, you would hear Pickles was chittering. Did you do anything about that, or?
Well, from what the last description, that's why I didn't have Maris move, is that Pickles saw that one of them was staring at the shed. Unless one's moving to the shed, then she'll move to the shed.
Oh, okay, sure. Is that your? Yeah, you can't do that free. It's not there yet. He just saw it come out here.
Okay, because it's an action. It's an action to move zones, right?
It's a movement to move zones. You can also run as an action.
Okay.
So you used up your action and your metal, and then your move is not there.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move towards the shed.
Okay.
Nice.
And just a reminder for Frostglade and Bort, you're no longer surrounded in an unnatural darkness. Your defense turns to normal.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize how much time had gone by. Cool.
No, she left your
Because
zone.
I move zones. I left zones. So you can still see it's around me. I'm just not helping you anymore. I'm going for the baby.
Gotcha. Okay,
Cool.
gotcha.
All right, so Maris, as you step into the yard, you hear Pickles chittering away, and kind of look like he's shaking, he's cowering, but he's kind of standing defiantly between this creature and the baby. This creature steps out. You see its eyes kind of where its eyes would be, kind of regarding the baby quietly, and it turns to look at you. Yeah, it's Hive. And it moves towards the shed. You're standing between it and the shed?
Yes.
Okay. Then it's going to come attack you. You're in the same zone as it. It gets a free move over to you. And it's going to attack. In fact, it's going to do a called shot.
Oh, no.
Nani?
My defense is good.
Okay.
Nani?
It is going to swipe at your legs.
Oh, I don't want to be prone.
So your defense is good, you said?
Yes.
Okay. How does 3 damage sound?
And then with my armor, that's 2, so I'm down to 2 toughness.
Okay. And you're knocked prone.
Woo! Ooh.
Yeah, so it basically comes over, swipes out your legs. And then for its other action...
It murders Maris.
Now.
So while you're prone, Maris, you can only move by crawling, and you use your move to stand up to end the condition. Your melee and accuracy are decreased.
Yeah.
If someone attacks a prone target from close range, they increase their melee or accuracy by 1 step. And attacking a prone target from outside close range decreases their accuracy by 1 step.
The attacker's accuracy would decrease if they're...
The attackers increase by 1 step.
Okay.
But if you're attacking from range, it's harder to hit you. Easier to hit from melee.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Harder from range.
Okay, Maris. 6 damage.
6 damage? So 5. And that means I get to tick off some wounds, don't I?
What a privilege. Thanks, Dave. How much past its toughness did it do?
3.
Past your toughness. Oh, that's a serious wound.
So I have
That's
1...
Yeah. So that's 2 spaces on your wound track.
Yeah.
Woo!
You have space?
Yeah. I got 4. I was like 2 out of 4, so I got 2 left.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I was worried you also came into this with wounds. Okay.
No,
Okay.
no.
Oh, Sigmar. High
Oh,
five, guys.
Sigmar.
Oh god.
Okay. You guys didn't see this one. East of the shed is another zone with the houses. You see this other move into the zone with the shed.
Why?
They
Zips in.
Yeah. So it came from here. Yeah. Maris, you're going to get attacked again.
Dave.
No.
Why do I always do this to myself?
4 damage.
There's nowhere to put the damage. It's
So
full.
that's a,
So, okay, hang
so
on.
it's a serious wound again.
I have 2 out of 4 wounds.
Yeah, and this is another serious wound, so that's another 2.
Okay. It's going to metal.
So that would just be 1 wound then.
It's gonna metal and just like look really metal, Dave. Just gonna,
Yeah.
just gonna strike a pose.
So then I'm at 3 out of 4.
So, no, hang on. You had, that was 4 damage incoming to you, right?
Originally
Yeah.
or just right now?
Just now. That was 4
Yeah.
coming in, minus 1 to 3. That is a
Yeah.
serious wound. That does 2 more wounds to you. It's a serious wound.
Oh, I see.
So your
So-
wound track is
Yeah.
now full. Now,
Yes.
there's an important distinction we need to make right now.
Playing like a tank when I'm not a tank.
If you suffer a wound and do not have enough wounds remaining on the wound track, you become mortally wounded. So,
Yeah.
you're full. Next hit, you're mortally wounded.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's using its metal.
It is using its metal. It picks up the baby. So it interacts, grabs the baby. It's going to move to this zone.
And I'm still
I'll put it
prone.
here. And you're still prone. This other eel is going to charge Frostglade.
Jerk.
It moves in. It's going to get an extra attack here. It comes rippling through. What's your defense?
It is now great because I've got my shield.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to be on 6s then.
Oh, red.
No successes. So yeah, it kind of rushes you, and I think you kind of like get your shield up, and it almost like deflects the eel itself as it comes like this, doing this running strike. It's next to you, but that's all it can do.
Rad.
You actually hear the sound as this creature begins to move away with the child. You hear them almost like kind of let out this like raspy like, and it echoes across through the mist from the houses. And as that happens, you notice this one that's looking next to you, like its expression is like usually like pretty plain because they barely emote. But you see it kind of like snap its head over, and it's going to move into this zone over here, disengaging with you, moving
Okay.
here.
Okay.
And you see it turn back and has its claws at the ready, defending the zone.
Okay, cool.
This next one is going to do the same. It moves into the zone and begins to defend. Actually, no, they have a metal. So what it would do, it would move. Yeah, it would move here. Yeah, it would do this. It would do this. Maris,
Yeah?
you see one of these other creatures like step into the zone. Looks at its compatriot that is standing over you. Looks at you, and swings.
I didn't think there was a whole bunch of them over there. I just thought it was houses.
There wasn't.
Yeah.
They just knew where the baby was.
What's your defense? You're up. But you're on the ground. So like you're good now.
I'm good. I'm still good.
Good.
No.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm still good. I'm still good. It's not 3.
Still alive.
4.
Mortally wounded. Well,
Okay.
3, but mortally wounded.
Become mortally wounded. Okay, so I alluded to this in the chat with other players, saying that things can happen when a player is mortally wounded.
What happens?
What happens is you notice that Maris... Oh, there's an eagle outside. The eagles are coming. I just see it flying by.
good
It's
omen.
coming towards... Oh, cool. It's coming really close.
She summoned it. That's totally what she did.
Oh, so pretty. Maris.
Dave.
You see these two creatures standing over you. One comes up from the side, sinks its claws into your rib cage, like literally grabbing around your bones, and it begins to move you. It drags Maris.
What?
It drags Maris into this zone, around the buildings and out of sight.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Maris, you're effectively
rest in
unconscious.
Okay.
Rip in peace.
Rip in pieces.
Not yet.
But we can't move towards them?
Do a determination. If you
Yeah.
want.
Gotta bust through that. I forgot all about
Yeah,
that. Oh, no.
I'm like, I don't know what we're supposed to do if we can't move
Oh,
towards
no.
them.
And I since learned that I didn't actually train in it after all. Oh,
Oh!
What kind of check are we doing?
no. Determination.
Determination is that soul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do a 6-1. 6-1. A couple things you should know. You have soulfire. You have metal. Good luck.
Yep. Can someone just soul fire me for me?
How can I use soulfire in this situation?
It'll guarantee successes on as many dice as we roll. There's that.
Yeah,
It
it'll
can double
remove.
training and stuff, but that's not going to be useful for us for a bunch of things.
It can remove wounds, but I don't know. I think Maris has to do it, or using soul fire. Using soul flower.
So, flower.
Oh yeah, here you go. Choose a mortally wounded ally within close range, including yourself. So like, if someone can get into close range, they can help me cheat death with soul fire.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we have to be able to approach.
Can I use metal to double my training in this right now, or is that like purely in combat?
In combat.
Yeah, using metal to double training, I'm pretty sure is just combat only. Does this count as combat? We are
This is
kind of
combat.
in a
Yeah,
combat.
this is totally combat. This is totally combat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do roll list checks. Determination soul 6-1. If you want to try and overcome the sphere.
Okay, yeah, gotta do it. Step 1, I guess.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use my metal to double my training.
Okay.
Okay. 6-1. Just gotta get a 6.
Hey, I'm still with the baby.
I got a lot of 5s, but no 6s.
Oh no! And Frostblade yells out. He takes one step forward, and then he just goes, "No, Maris!"
Okay.
Bort looks stunned as the fear grips him.
Oh man.
Where's that smuggler lady?
So she wasn't gonna help us.
Oh man.
Light of Ashes shining
man.
bright.
She definitely was not gonna help
If
us.
Eris wakes up, she can steal some life.
So whose turn is it?
It's Bort's turn.
Okay, so I was not determined enough to move towards my fear. Is that correct?
No, not on that roll. No.
All right.
You
well,
needed a 6. Yeah.
I guess Oh God, I'm so sorry, Maris. I guess I'll just try to crush that. Is that eel within?
The eel is there, so you can shoot
Attack
with range
range?
if you have any range. You can.
don't.
The eel. You're not afraid of the eel. You can act towards that as normal.
Yeah. I don't think I
yeah.
can charge towards it because we're both in the same zone now.
You can charge towards it. That's okay. Yeah, charge.
Yeah.
Charge
The
is a
rules
little bit
say I
abstract,
can't-
but
okay.
Oh, does it say that? I didn't see
It
that on the
says
sheet.
you can't. Let me find it again. When you charge, you move as far as your speed allows. You cannot charge an enemy in your zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it doesn't say that on the actions in combat, but yeah, the reference sheet. I guess it's in the actual expanded rules. Cool. Okay, good call.
So I guess I will just give him a big ol' hammer swing and try to attack him.
Okay.
Or if I have to move closer within melee range, I'll move first.
Yeah, you can free
And
move
then-
to be close up to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'll just... Alright, yeah, I'm just going to try and smash him with my hammer. Regular attack. What am I trying to...
It's on average. So what's yours on great?
I'm good. Unless I get any advantages or anything. But I think...
It didn't charge this turn. It charged last turn,
Yeah.
right? Oh no, it did charge. It did charge you this turn. It charged Frostglade, so it's actually going to be even worse. So you're on good to poors. So you're going to be on 2s.
Okay.
Nice. Kill it.
I'm going to try. 4 successes. And my damage is 3 plus successes, so 7.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and describe it.
I just dig one of my heels into the ground and try to, using the weight of the hammer, swing around 360 and try to give it a good smash.
Okay, yeah. You bring the head of this hammer down, and yeah, it just shatters this the creature's limbs, and it just like falls to the ground, like writhing and flailing around, and it is ceased to be.
Looks like Unagi's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not ready for quips here.
All right.
Dave, can Frostblade see the creature that's carrying Maris or the baby?
You have lines of sight to both.
Lines of sight.
We have
Great.
2 lines of sight.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just being funny.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so I'll just describe it. You have 2 of these these thralls kind of posted up. One is clearly watching you in defense. The other has just dealt a bunch of damages and is kind of just like composing itself. One is carrying the basket with the baby towards the shoreline. The other is has its claws through Maris's ribs and is holding her in one hand as it kind of lumbers towards the water's edge.
Oh, wow. This seemed like such a clear decision, actually, until just now. Maris, she's unconscious. I know that much, right?
Yeah.
Is the one carrying her wounded?
I don't think. No, it's not. No,
I
it's not.
fucked up one of them.
You fucked
One of them's
up.
almost dead. I think the one in the corner, top.
You hit one guy point blank and twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this guy. Yeah, that's this guy.
Yeah, I don't care so much about him. Okay, frig, that's a hard choice.
Baby or Maris?
No. Yeah. Oh my
Maris.
god. Frostblade shoots at
That's
the
the
one
right
trying
choice.
to drag Maris. Yeah. This is just a straight shot. So Frostblade. First of all, I've got to switch weapons. So Frostblade, shoves. Oh, go ahead.
It's 2 zones away with the mist.
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, but the mist means I can't see it anymore. Is what you're saying?
The mist is going to make it 1 step harder to hit.
Okay, well that's sucky, but I can cope with that. Okay, so Frostblade throws the sword and shield away from him. He doesn't give a flying F where they land. He
I think this is a family show.
I'm so sorry. He unlimbers his bow and then tries to approach the creatures and just can't. So he draws, knocks, sights, and fires. That's a pretty good roll. I don't know. Right, I don't know what I'm rolling. Okay, so I'm good.
Okay, you're good. This is normally going to be on average, but it's going up to good because of the mists.
Lame.
Yeah.
Super lame, Dave.
Yes.
You feel good about that?
Not really.
Okay.
Not particularly.
So good and good means I need 4s, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Well, the good news is I rolled really well.
Okay.
6, 4, 4, 6, and 1, 3, and I can turn that 3 into a 4 thanks to my focus.
Okay.
I'm going to do 6 damage to that guy, Dragon Maris.
Okay. Yeah, this bolt comes ripping out. You see it like turn over its shoulder for a moment to look back at you, and you see the bolt like rips through this thing's jaw and like it kind of like splits open, and you see it like stagger, and it just like it kind of looks up at you with these hollow eyes, and it's just like dripping this like bright blue blood onto the ground, and it just watches you. It looks really haggard, but is still standing.
Well, it's got enough time to watch its life end. I shoot again with my metal.
That was 6 damage you did before, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
This is not nearly as good. This is 3, so 4 damage total.
Yeah, describe it.
Yeah, it's Dragon Maris. The things I'm already staggered and half dead, though. You know, these things don't seem to react much or emote. So it takes the one arrow and turns back in time just to catch the other one. Its head goes away, and it topples to the ground.
Yeah, and yeah, Maris, you slump to the ground. You kind of like have your senses like knocked back. You're still mortally wounded, but you're no longer being dragged.
Woo!
High five!
Yeah,
We did
great.
it, team.
High five!
Sounds like a win. Yeah.
So horrible.
Take that as a win.
Yeah. What happens, guys?
It's Maris's turn next. So the blow that took you out of action, I'm trying to remember what the strength of that was. I think it was a serious wound.
Yep.
Yeah,
I need to go to the more
It
wounded
was.
section.
a death test.
A death test.
I don't. We've been here before.
Oh God, really?
Oh yeah. I had.
I don't think we've have we done an actual death test yet?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm pretty
know if
sure.
we have.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
oh no, maybe we.
You guys like covered each other really close with soulfires and spheres in the past.
Yeah, that was right before I would have done it.
What's your
Yes.
highest attribute?
I believe it's mind. Yeah, I got
Your
3 in mind.
3 in
Yeah.
mind. Okay, do it.
Mind.
Using your mind, do a DN 4-2 death test.
Okay.
You can do that.
DN
You can do that.
4-2. DN
Yeah.
4-2.
Come on, Maris.
And I have my successes, right? I can use. I can use those.
For that?
Could I not?
Yeah, can
Sure.
you use it for anything?
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, you can use it.
Nice job
I got it.
being a train
Wheeling the
pioneer.
lights. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 4-2. And well, I got 2 successes, so.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Maris,
Yeah.
you managed to cling to life.
Whew.
You are no longer mortally wounded, and you're no longer stunned. Your toughness is at 0, and your wound track is full. So
you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You clutch onto your ribs.
Relatively fine.
You kind of like realize your position. You kind of look up. Do an awareness check for me. Awareness mind.
Sweet. Okay. I got a 2, a 5, and a 6.
You look up. You hear these creatures are still behind you, moving towards the water's edge. They don't see you at the moment. You can tell. You look up, and I want you. Oh man. Okay. In the distance, through the fog, you see the fog rippling back and forth. You actually see a figure, tall, clad in this deep red armor.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the water, almost as if it is borne aloft by a wave coming up to its back. You see it is watching the scene in front of it, and it's basically holding this giant, wicked-looking trident, and its face is held behind this veiled mask in the shape of a face, and it just watches. It's almost as if it's at the back of it is at the top of a waterfall cascading down into the ocean. Okay.
Get it, Maris. Get it.
Yeah.
Go get him.
Yeah.
No?
It's as you watch it and it notices it's watching you, it extends a hand outstretched to you.
Oh my god.
Oh.